My people, what that they say shall never end. According to what we are hearing, they said Ebony have come out again with her own demand. Though, according to what we heard, they said Ebony have told the king allegedly that she is going to leave the marriage for him and his jewel. That the humiliation she has been getting from this marriage is becoming too much by the day. And she can no longer continue like that because according to her, she said that she is 10 times better than the jewel. But she did not know what the jewel have done to the king that have made the king not to notice that in terms of pedigree, that she is she have more pedigree than the jewel. In terms of education, she is better than her in terms of family background and everything. But whatever it is that she no longer cares, that right now she is going to leave the marriage for them. But before that happens, that the king will have to settle her with, according to what we heard, they said she said £500,000 and a mansion in UK. Because there is no how the king will hand over the Kingston villa that he bought in UK to the jewel and expect her to leave the marriage empty-handed. After all, according to her, she have contributed more to the throne than Ebony. Because most of these rituals and all those traditional stuff that she is doing for the king, if the king have been hiring people to do it, that he knows how much he'll be spending in paying those people. But she is doing it wholeheartedly without demanding any pay from the king. And yet the king did not see that as important. Then a lot of people are saying that before Ebony carries out any spiritual work for the king or for the kingdom, that she normally collects huge amount of money from the king, saying that it is material, it is money for uh, ritual materials and all of that. And you know that the king will not come and start asking how much is this, how much is that, how much is that, because he might not even know. They said Ebony is making huge amount of money from the king. And that's why a lot of people said that that is the reason she have refused to go back to her base, due to the kind of money that she is making from the king anytime, or from the palace pocket anytime they do all this ritual stuff. And you do know that their traditional stuff is like, it is, they are doing it on a daily basis. That is to say that 365 days in the month, in the years, that Ebony is making so much money from the king, from the ritual items that she claims that she is buying. So according to her, she says she have made more contributions to the palace than the king. And she have lost a lot of things than the jewel, sorry. That she have lost a lot of things because of the king, due to the fact that she loves him so much. But it is obvious that the love is one-sided, that the king did not have never acknowledged the kind of love that she has for the king. Meanwhile, there was a story that when the king have not become the king, Ebony claimed that they are betrothed, that then they were dating, and at some point, Ebony decided to leave the king, maybe for a richer person, because then the king have not made it this big, and they said the king pleaded with her to stay with him, but Ebony refused and followed that man. I think it's from the man that she have that daughter and all of that. Now, when he became king, Ebony returned back. How do you explain that when you said you love that person? If you love the person, if I believe that if Ebony loved the king the way she have been claiming all this while, coming out to write a epistle of love and all of that, she would have stayed with him. And I believe if she have stayed with him, maybe the king wouldn't have married all of these women at the end of the day, because she will be there. And due to the fact that she is spiritually inclined like that, maybe she will use juju to protect the king from having other wives, or to stop the king from having other wives. Yes, now, as her husband. But unfortunately, where she is going is where something is coming out. If you are not bringing out anything, it is not for Ebony. So claiming that she have contributed a whole lot to the palace and she have Kabiyesi have been the love of her life, but with heartbreak she is about to let everything go and move on with her life because she cannot continue to be in a place where she is tolerated and not appreciated, you know, because this whole drama started when they said they entered the place that the king built for the jewel. They said the place is very beautiful, as in specially made for a royal queen, acknowledged one, highly appreciated queen. They said even Oletik confirmed that that place is massive and especially built for a special queen. They said Ebony could not even appreciate that place. The only thing she did was, after going in there to see there, she started making troubles. Why would the king build such a place for the jewel? Why they don't even have a good place for themselves? Even the place they are managing, the king have pushed them away from there, asking them to go downstairs and all of that. Why? Is it not the same marriage that they all came for? This, that. And I was like, don't forget that you are Ayaba. Ayaba turned Olori. You can never compare yourself with a queen that was made queen from the onset. So right now, Ebony is demanding that the king will have to settle her with £500,000 and a mansion in UK, and then she will leave and not come back again. But let me tell you guys my opinion. I will say that Ebony want to use this opportunity to get those both the house and the money from the king. As for leaving the marriage, Ebony will by trying to be in that marriage because the last thing she will do is to leave the marriage. Maybe out of heartbreak, she might say it at that moment. But with everything that we're hearing about her, I don't think she will ever leave this marriage. Like I told you guys, she have seen there as her retirement plan. So there is nothing anybody is saying that will make me believe that Ebony will leave that marriage. No. Unless it is by God's will. You know, there is nothing God cannot do. So, but if you ask me, I would say that she just want to get those things from the king and still remain in that marriage. Maybe she will give way for some time. After like 1 year or two, she will come back claiming that she's married to the king. She have a son for the king and all of that. And at that time, maybe they'll start dragging it again. So it's better that the king asks her if you tell her to leave, if she really wants to leave, and not settle her for anything. Anyway, guys, what do you think? Do you think she's going to leave if the king should give her those things? Because a lot of people believe that she came to the marriage because of what she will gain. In as much as she will gain the house and the money, she still need that name to make ways, you know. Anyway, that is what I think. But I want to remind you that these are all alleged, unverified information making rounds on social media and shouldn't be seen as fact unless you verify them, okay? Thanks for watching. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. Tell me what you think about it on the comment section and subscribe to my channel. Thanks for watching once again. Bye. Love you.